MajorSlackAttack.
Well, Slick, are you ready to become a nightingale? You do what now? A nightingale! It's a special volunteer group that goes around Skyrim singing songs of inspiration to homeless people. What? Yeah! Yeah, a nightingale! Don't you want to become a nightingale? Tell me you're kidding, Slack. I'm kidding, okay. No. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the MajorSlackAttack, your first stop for titillating tactical Tamriel gameplay, and we are about to become a nightingale. This is Trinity Restored. Let's go listen to Carlia. Carlia, what's up?
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass, but I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. He needs to die.
We have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
It's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate, is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
I have some preparations of my own to make. I'll meet you at the stone.
Can do. Alright, meet Carlia at the standing stone. And you know what? While we're here, I'm going to fold this run into kind of like a combination becoming Nightingale. Get ready for Mercer Frey. So, might as well do... Yeah, we're going to make some bow damage potions. Right here.
Jobs for facts. How about you?
Extra bow damage, extra sauce. We're going to need these Canis fruit. Elf's ear. Let's say, I believe I only have 9 juniper berries, so let's take out 9. I don't want to use the Canis fruit for bow damage because they're much more important as paralysis poisons. Juniper berries, I know I have some here. Oh, I only have 7. Okay, that'll do. And swamp fungal pod. Do I have a few of those, please? There we go. That's pretty much it. Everything else we're gonna have to scrounge out there. Alright, for now, let's make up some extra bow damage potions right away. Made with elf's ear and juniper berries. Bows do 19% more damage for 60 seconds. As many as we can make. Might be able to make some more after we go on a little rip-off run on the alchemy shops. Okay, let's go meet Carlia. Okay, we're gonna go at the back end of Riften. I gotta admit, this looks really super dorky. Shut up, Slack. Especially with the half thieves guild, half elven armor. Yeah, make up your mind, Slack. Okay, let's make up our mind. For now, there we go. You feel better? Yes, much better. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can't have Slick looking like a dork. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to change his name. From Slick to Slack. Well, I don't know. And you never know what's gonna be out here, so let's get the comm skill up and running, just in case we run into any wildlife. Goes where's the quest marker? Yep. And there they are.
I'm glad you're here.
Okay, what's the significance of this place?
This is the headquarters of the Nightingales.
Oh.
Cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind.
who was.
We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey.
Okay, what kind of edge?
If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way.
Alright, let's go.
Way, please.
What are you looking at me for? She's the one that wants to make us a nightingale. Sounds kind of effeminate, but hey, that's what we gotta do.
I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong with you? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Brynjolf. It's business. First of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a century. Now, if you'll both
Carla, you gotta speak up. I can barely hear you.
We can begin the oath.
Time's wasted, and Mercer's still out there.
Okay.
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's go. My sentiments exactly. I believe there is a skill book over here. Right here. Forget what it is. Let's find out. Pickpocket, okay. Actually, I want to do that. I want to level up. More points to health, and if you got a spare perk point, very important that you get Hypnotic Gaze before you take on Mercer Frey. Because otherwise you won't be able to calm him. But with Hypnotic Gaze you will. Alright, so if you've been following this walkthrough, boom. Hypnotic Gaze. Make sure you get it. Don't leave home without it.
You appear hesitant to don your nightingale armor.
What's the matter, Slick?
Don't
Don't worry, it's pretty cool.
You appear hesitant to don your nightingale armor.
Okay, here we go. Don't worry, Slick. It's not nearly as dorky as the Elven armor. There you go. How's that? It's pretty cool. Yeah, I told you. Okay.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
You appear ready for the oath.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
Okay, I'm up for it.
You appear ready for the oath.
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups off. Now what?
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a nightingale? That was never discussed.
Yeah.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer,
We didn't sign up for
we
this.
must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return...
Aye, there's
sorry.
always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal?
Transact the oath. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Okay, sure, why not?
Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle.
Time's wasted, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, let's go. Transact the oath. Okay, I don't get the yank the chain. Oh, you get the yank the chain, okay.
We'll speak when the oath is complete.
Okay.
Time's wasted.
Just keep
and
it
Mercer's
above the
still out
equator,
there.
okay?
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, so you go to this one. Stand on here. and they go to the other two, and then we're going to transact the oath.
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Aha, Carlia got a spanking, Carlia got a spanking.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime.
Which is?
Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without two keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre. The skeleton key.
Oh, the
By
skeleton
doing
key.
this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal, and in essence, caused our luck to run dry.
So the key unlocks any door? Oh.
Well, yes. But the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities, the potential to wield great power securely sealed within our minds. Once you realize the key can access these traits, potential becomes limitless.
Well, okay. Sounds like the three of us could use it. No?
I'm afraid that's impossible. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the Guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence, and whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade.
Okay, first time I ever set out to return something. You know, I'm a thief. You know how it is, eh? It just goes against my, you know?
Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner.
Alright, let's do it.
Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lad.
Y'all do,
There's
what's
one
up?
last piece of business we need to settle before we go. Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the Guild.
Why tell this to me?
Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the Guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild.
Me? What about you?
I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it.
I don't know what to say, shucks. It's about time you asked.
Spoken like the leader of the Thieves Guild. Just don't lose yourself in the role. We have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation.
Alright, I accept.
Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead.
Alright, let's do it.
I've been poring over the plans.
Oh my gosh. Let's do it.
The eyes of the Falmer are in the Dwarven ruins at Erkenthan.
Erkenthan, okay.
Karliah and I will meet you there.
Got it.
Prepare yourself, lad. This will be a fight to remember.
Done. Okay. So, that's enough.
Until next we meet, lad.
Enough of the preamble and the backstory. Let's get moving. I believe there's another sneak book in a dormitory here somewhere. Right here. Right here. I already got this. Okay. And can't do that. That's it. Okay, let's go do a little rip-off run. I took a wrong turn. Here we go. We need some imp stool. So we're gonna have to rip off a couple of alchemy shops. And maybe some arcanus root in order to make some paralysis poisons. As long as we have 4 or 5 paralysis poisons, Mercer Frey is doable at this point now. So let's start off with Arcadia's in Whiterun. A number of you have been wondering why I have not given her the frost salts that I originally got from Farengar way back at the beginning of the walkthrough. Reason being is as soon as I give her the frost salts, most everything in her shop will become free. So we wouldn't be able to take it under the rules of engankment. Right now, everything in her shop is still marked as steel. And there's some key ingredients in there. Namely, the imp stool and the canis root. Let's wait till after hours. So that would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'll do it. After that, we'll go hit up Angeline's Aromatics and Solitude. Do the same thing. That should give us enough to put together at least 5 paralysis poisons. That plus the bow damage potions, plus being able to calm him with our new and improved calm spell, should be able to do it. Okay, here we go. And do I have... You know what? I have... let's take a look at the Nightingale gear. You may be curious. Here we go. Nightingale armor increases stamina by 40 points and increases frost resistance by 50%. Boots allows the wearer to be muffled and move silently. Lockpicking is 25% better, as opposed to the Thieves Guild gloves, which is only 15%. And the hood, illusion spells cost 70% less to cast. I'm not going to use any of these in combat, but I will be using this as part of my business gear henceforth. And we're in. Okay, and I'm just going to grab everything. I know there's an alchemy book there. I just want to leave that because, oh my gosh! Go to bed, Arcadia. Don't you ever sleep? Jeez. Up late watching the Tonight Show, eh? Okay, that's okay. That's cool. There we go. Yeah, I love me that Jimmy Fallon. He's a funny guy. Okay, here we go. Want that. 2 canis root. And there's 1 imp stool over here. And we might as well take everything else while we're at it. This is great. For once I can just take everything. Usually when I raid Arcadia's shop, I have to be careful not to take the stuff that's marked as steel. And now, it's the exact opposite. Gimme. Okay. White salts up there, a couple of lavender, and finally that's it, that's all she wrote. Let's go do the same to Angeline's in Solitude. Okay, put those hands down there, Slick. You look guilty as hell. And maybe take off the nightingale gear. Look at this. Do you look like a thief or what? Let's make you look a little more like, you know. Let's do a mix. The armor, the boots. Leave the gloves on for the lockpicking bonus. There you go. Look a little more friendly. Alright, everybody go to bed. Let's wait till midnight. Alright, after midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight. Interesting.
Snuffling up the women's haunches again, eh? Slack?
Yeah, well, what can I say? It's what I do.
True.
Come on, everybody go to bed. Come on. It's late.
I may
There we
look
go.
the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of warfare.
Yeah. That's nice. Oh, wait a minute. This guy might have some arrows. Yes, he does. Good. Yep. There we go. Jeez. Skyrimers sure do like to stay up late. Okay, here we go. And Imstool. There's actually two here. Just want to make sure there wasn't a third. Some soul gems. Uh-oh, I feel the sneeze coming on. Okay, I'm back. Oh, there's a soul gem in that. Pardon me. In that basket up there. Oh, is she still up? Okay, I'm good with that. Wait a minute, here's... Use their alchemy table. To make some potions with the ingredients that we ripped off her. Okay, here we go. Canis root and Imstool to start off with.
You brewed a truly vile poison.
She's right behind me.
I pity the beast.
She came back down? I better get out of here because she's going to freak out. Or she's just like doing that from upstairs. Is she talking in her sleep? What the hell's going on here? Kill this mix, freaking out here. Okay. You can also mix this with swamp fungal pod to make a paralysis poison as well. There we go. Okay, we're not going to do any soul trapping. This guy should be fine. He's fully loaded. Use the steel arrows for now. When we get to Mercer Frey, we'll switch over to our best arrows, which would be the glass arrows. Yeah. And potions. Let's hotkey some of these right now. Potion. Yeah. Marksman and poison of paralysis. Here we go. 5, that ought to do it. Alright, you guys are number 4. You guys are number 7. You can also use Voice of the Emperor, so you got one shot with that too. That'll work on Mercer Frey as well. That is it. We're ready to rock. We're ready for Mercer Frey and the blind-sighted quest. Travel to Erkington. That is coming up next video. If I think of anything else in between, I will do that first thing next video. I want to thank you all very much for watching. Coming up next, Mercer Frey. Time to whack the big boss and take over. See you next video. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.